Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda. We'll be having a 1 vs 1 right here on Anglaskaya. Yes, no 2 vs 2s. I'm just not getting any good ones. The vast majority are simply grinds, and they are absolutely no goddamn fun, except, you know, in 1 million out of 1, you know, 1 out of a million, there might be something good, but otherwise they are not really interesting to comment. Also, please, you know, check. Also noting I got absolutely no replays, despite, you know, there's just been a new patch out. Of course, it was a bit of a fast one, but still, you might have noticed nonetheless. And of course, that rather leaves me very few replays to sort of actually deal with and cover. So, just a heads up. Though, of course, it'll soon won't matter, because I'll soon be off for the holidays for about a little over a week, so it won't really matter if you send in one anyways. It won't be in time, I'm afraid. But we've been having 1 vs 1, and we're having Donniechan fighting for the Soviet Union. And the first Guard Tank Corps versus CaptainHobvious of Germany. Of the... sorry about that. Been casting again a lot because I also need to prepare for the holidays. And also having a bit of trouble sleeping, so just a bit tired. But fighting for the Panzer Grenadier Division of Brandenburg. Lots of grenadiers arriving here. CaptainHobvious going up there. We're seeing elite troops. We're seeing Spearhead. We're seeing Lightning War for him. Resource-wise, nothing conspicuous from Donniechan, who's got guard motor, guard rifle, and shock motor. Shocking. But back to Hobvious here, leading the way with the grenadiers towards the centre. Leading a charge right here against the conscripts. More conscripts arriving. Looks like quickly Donniechan will gain the advantage here. Hobvious needs to pull back his grenadiers. They're taking heavy damage. Pull back. Wuxuk, and no MGs in sight. That is definitely not well. There we go. Quick retreat. That definitely did not turn well for him. Without an MG-42, of course, he's got nothing to stop this advancing Soviet tide of slightly brown troops. In terms, of course, uniform. Communists moving up the right-hand side, securing the centre point. Munitions spreading out quickly after having beaten off the main German force, at least what it presumed to be the main German force. Good job there. And Hobvious moving over towards the right flank, realising there's probably going to be a lot of Russians and not the happy kind in the centre. In fact, we're seeing 3 squads ready there to assault any advancing German infantry. There go 3 squads getting ready for a counter-attack. What will be next for Hobvious? A mortar, a Granatenwerfer. Interesting. Conscripts are going to charge straight at the Grenadiers hiding out here in a crater. Conscripts taking minor losses. Grenadiers here might have a slight chance. At least it conducts some cash kills while the other Grenadiers are moving in. There we go. Conscripts there taking heavy losses. There we go. 3 squads moving in to flank the Soviet positions. Reinforcements have arrived. Our forces increase. That squad though needs to pull away. These conscripts might want to consider pulling away as well, as they are coming under intense fire. Comets taking up blocking position within the house, though they are not going to be able to do much against this advancing Grenadier force. Also, nice work here going for the cut-off point while Hobvious' main infantry force was occupied on the right-hand side. We see the Granatenwerfer nearby, but we'll be able to deal with it. Bunker up. Very intense tier 1 focus right here. Let's hope that Donniechan does not rush from, in which case Hobvious could end up in a bit of a bind. Munitions point being harassed, fuel point being harassed. This is definitely looking a bit dangerous. Bunker up. Medic bunker. Mortar could apparently not be firing at those conscripts. And we are seeing the medic upgrade is up for Donniechan, securing the centre once more. Left-hand side is lost to Comrade Stalin.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Bunker up, they're going to counter-attacking. Mortar could benefit from setting up, and there you go, medic bunker up.
Territory is out of contact.
Grenadiers finding left and right.
What are your orders?
There you go, Granatenwerfer setting up. Would he be going straight for the cut-off point here? At least hoping to cut off some of the fuel resources initially for Donniechan, that could definitely be an interesting move. Russian troops are moving in at the same time. Mortar firing away here, like going to be hitting those conscripts, or perhaps not. In fact, focusing on something entirely different. Grenadier squads should have been moving up there in pairs, although might also want to spread out. Fighting here, Pioneers supporting the Grenadiers, conscripts moving in to support additionally. Mortar still not turning around here, for example, help deal with these things. Mortar up against the Grenadiers, not looking good there. Dangerous, dangerous. Already they also know plenty of fuel for Donniechan. Plenty of fuel. Taking up, though, conducted here. Grenadiers need to spread out and get out of there. Mortar rounds flying in. Oh, so close to activating something for the conscripts, but not quite there. And we are seeing Guards motor has been chosen most likely. Yes, indeed. I just couldn't remember. He actually chose something in terms of shock army, but no. Guards motor has been chosen. The heavy mortar has arrived. Mortar crew, the Grenadiers finally nearby. Might want to consider upgrading one squad with a light machine gun. And there we go, the 120mm mortar firing away. With this little transport building thing there, we actually made it sort of movable by infantry, though. No, they actually sort of moved it away before actually firing. I'm pretty sure that little cut there wouldn't benefit so much from actually having to absorb the force of heavy mortar firing. But heavy exchange of mortar rounds here. Carefully don't kill your own men, CaptainHobvious.
We are ready for action.
But definitely a bit on the back foot here already in the first few minutes. Oh, mortar got a kill there. A victory for the Brandenburg, formed from the Brandenburgers. At one stage, they apparently the Führer, or the overcommander of this Wehrmacht, decided that they weren't really necessary as a special ops force and instead just formed them in to a regular Panzergrenadier Division, where they would later join up with the Panzerkorps Großdeutschland. Stop inviting me out of the blue! How many times do I have to say it? If you just do it without no response, I'm just going to remove you. Learn some manners, for heaven's sake.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Points there being secured. Conscripts pushing away. Heavy mortar also firing.
Grenadiers ready.
Conscripts moving west.
Grenadiers.
There we go, lightest machine and gewehr up.
You want something?
Could be seeing like the mechanized company up. Of course, the German would have called it like they could give Panzer company. Anyways, no, that technically wouldn't have existed. Troops here need to pull away.
That's it. Fully
Nice mining around here. Oh, he gets an entire squad. The danger of the Soviet TM-35 mine.
We are ready for action.
Getting a Panzer Grenadier squad.
Awaiting fire mission.
Troops moving ahead there. Mortar needs to be pulled back. Definitely in an exposed position. He should also consider an MG-42, I believe. No buildings up so far for Donniechan. Could it be he's aiming in the longer run, basically calling in the T-35s? That could happen, I suppose. There's Pioneers moving in. Need to be careful. Forcing. No doctrine as of yet, though. He might want to. There we go. Nice rifle grenade. Pioneers need to get the devil out of there. We'll shoot much. The country squad go down there. Another one that is. No. There's more folk occupied with this one right here. Molotovs on the Grenadiers. Troops enforcing their Panzer Grenadier with the Sturmgewehrs. Conscripts run off. Troops swiftly advancing up the centre and the right flank. Once more, CaptainHobvious is very much reeling from the constant Soviet attacks, constantly escalating, and with mines, of course, sort of quickly pushed back. CaptainHobvious who gets a bit too aggressive as well initially. So nicer down there. Guards riflemen moving up. Heavy mortar also inching forwards ever slower. Panzerwehrkanone on the way. CaptainHobvious sensing he's likely going to get hit by something very big and armoured. Rifle grenade goes off, but doesn't really do much. Careful with moving grenades again. They can't fuel the light machine gun while moving. Grenades, there we go. Oh! Ends up actually killing more conscripts than anyone else. Oh! Good Lord, Dimitri. Has he stolen your vodka? Have they stolen? Panzer said they're making a bit of an approach, but still, mines end up wiping out half the squad. Grenadiers here a lot more careful again. He hasn't quite replenished to mine, but still also note here at the sides. Devious. Pioneers who need to retreat. They are dealing with the guards riflemen, though apparently not upgraded with a light machine gun, which could help the Pioneers a bit. Then again, they're getting very close. They'll get hit by the mortar round. Hardly a good idea. Grenades pushed away after they detonate another mine. CaptainHobvious infantry is definitely getting overextended at the moment. Guards, rifle infantry pushed away there, coming in on the Falcon Panzers on the retreat.
You need indirect fire?
Grenadiers, ready.
Enemy contact!
Panzer Grenadiers need to be seriously careful.
Territory claim.
Again, that heavy mortar could easily turn things into a bit of a nightmare. No, we're seeing actually a Special Rifle Command now going out for Donniechan. What could his next move be?
Squad under attack! You have orders?
Conscripts moving up, going to engage the Grenadiers right here. Still no sign of a doctrine from CaptainHobvious. Popping over here to Donniechan. Rifle Grenades versus Molotov. Who will win? Molotov.
There are no cowards here.
Troops here need to reinforce.
Enemy
Moving
forces
again.
are attempting to capture
And he
our
really needs to
territory.
sort of establish some sort of defensive strong point. Again, an MG42 would definitely help with that, but apparently it doesn't quite seem to focus into CaptainHobvious strategies.
You need light anti-tank support?
Still a bit ways off from the T-3045s.
The hard part will be keeping
Going aggressive for the left side, constantly moving across the map. Good, good, making it harder for the German player to focus his forces at the same time.
conscripts here. You need something.
Guard squad
ready. Take cover!
There we go, rifle grenade, and nice hit. Getting half of the survivors. Mortar could stand, I think, to be a bit more forward. Mines going up there, goods mining, constant on the ball right there. Well done, Donniechan. Careful there with the mortars. Mortar there to sort of prevent him moving close, but nice there. CaptainHobvious didn't just run them up. Acting as though they were submachine troopers, gun troopers. They do have assault rifles, do mean they actually effective more ranges than just in the face of the enemy, which some players do seem to forget. Then he's in trouble. They are surrounded on several sides there, coming under fire. But now, oh, now of course, don't forget the heavy mortar, the ever popular 122mm mortar, very fun, very popular amongst the Soviets, but also amongst the German Axis forces overall, who pretty much copied it rather quickly. And there you go, mines paying themselves off. Obvious really should consider investing in a minesweeper. Those things are taking an absolute insane toll on him.
Anti-tank mines set to go.
But definitely, of course, also paying off very well for Donniechan with the amount of damage they inflicted. He's not replenishing here, though. Again, I mean, consider that your players very likely to hit a spot that's already been detonated for some reason because they never think there's going to be another mine. So again, that's actually something to take advantage of.
Shoot back, comrade! Engineer squad.
territory secure.
The enemy is enclosed.
And there you go, nice climbed up infantry. That's definitely a mistake there from Donniechan. And the bunch grenade didn't do as much as hoped, although it still left a lot of wounded conscripts. So not all bad, and they're definitely closing in veteran 2. Perhaps forbidden unnecessary to move up close. There's a conscript ultimately, though, does some damage. Gets some kill. Small stack of firewood explodes as the mortar round impacts. Combat engineers also explode. And there you go, T-3045s are available. He just needs the manpower and he can immediately summon up some nasty Soviet armor. Pack not really in sync to actually cover the front line. That could prove dangerous. For the infantry, that is. Lots of things going on here. And again, minesweepers, obvious, minesweepers.
We need to re-establish our supply lines. You have orders?
They've opened up on us!
Rifle grenade on the heavy mortar crew, a bit devious there. Mr. Obvious.
Here standing by.
Panzers once more gefechtsbereit. And there we go, guards, rifle infantry pushed off as well.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Getting ever closer to the T-3045s. Going to need to be careful. They're going to get Molotov. And under fire there from the heavy mortar. Heavy losses inflicted.
Your orders, comrade.
And a Panzerkampfwagen has arrived for Obvious. And the Panzergrenadier Division Brandenburger.
We have a new T-34 standing
And there you go, at the same time the T-3485s arrive. Sometimes mistakenly identified as T-43s by the Germans. Little fun fact there.
This now belongs to the people and workers.
The T-43, by the way, never actually existed. It was just sort of how the Germans actually marked them. They had sort of different systems. Grenadiers here, they're in a bit of trouble. They're coming under fire there from 2 T-45s. Though actually the way that Donniechan kept them moving actually gave the Grenadiers a chance to survive, because again, as they move, their scatter increases considerably. So you actually should have just stopped them and had them fire. Panther 4 here though, pack needs to be covering this approach. T-35, stop. Don't fidget them out too much with your packs. Don't fidget around too much. And now he actually needs to turn it about. Panther 4 in a dangerous situation. He still clearly hasn't chosen doctrine, otherwise he could have popped smoke if he'd chosen either spearhead or elite troops. And there we go. Panther 4 went down right there. The Pack 40 is exposed. Course needs to pull away. He's going to actually fire it point blank. Grenadiers moving up. Panther fussing the rear of the T-45 here. Very close to getting it, but ultimately not quite any success. Grenadiers need to retreat. Rückzug. Mortar firing. Danger close. So close to the front line. He's been taken up, but keeps heroically firing. Conscript squad right out there for Donniechan. So much action, so much devastation. Pack 40 turning him out there. T-45 covering. It's much more oh, nice money here right at the doorstep. Donniechan, you devious little bastard. Fighting here going on all sides. Panzer is moving in to try and deal with the conscripts. He's trying to steal the pack as well. Cheeky, but ultimately the Panzer has put a stop to the Grand Theft Panzer Abwehrkanone. And constantly there, you're just reverse moving, almost as he wants to be fully sure that nothing appears to actually attack the rear. Commendable indeed. Gewaltladung going off there. Troops reinforced, need to get moving. You might want to get some armor replacement. Also, Donniechan needs to repair, though again, he does have access to vehicle crew self-repairs, which can definitely help put off some of the pressure. And it's also reasonably cheap to actually be worth the effort. And of course, you could even combine the two to just get that T-34 back on the field as quickly as possible. Because the faster he can get those back on the field, the faster he can begin applying pressure. But again, I've rather gone over that into Propagandacast layer repair tactics. Again, you know, try watching out some of those if you want some different of smaller slices of tactics and strategies on different subjects. Again, I've done one action repairing. And again, the longer a tank stands about, just to summarize again, longer it's absolutely doing nothing. And again, that's actually a time for your opponent to do a lot of things where he doesn't have to fear tanks. Though we are actually seeing more combat arriving to actually speed up repairs, so this is good, but even then, I think he actually should have gone for the vehicle crew self-repairs just to speed this up a bit as well. In particular, since it is so damaged, it could have afforded itself quite nicely. I mean, time is resources. Both yours and the opponent's. Sturmgeschütz up here. Ausführung G.
Yes, comrade.
Need to be careful with it. Obvious. Well, that is obvious. Pack 40 here getting repaired. Good job there, by the way. A lot of players do tend to neglect repairing their anti-tank guns and such. Good job there. Panzer leading the way here, going against the conscripts right there. Of course, with increased veterans, they do gain increased rate of fire, and of course, a bit of more survivability against other infantry. So there definitely is some nasty bastards. Ooh, pickups. Curses. T-34 here, finally ready. Stug moving in. Grenadiers, Panzer is leading the way. Oh, the cover there got blown up. Stug cuts it up, opening up. Now, at the same time, Donniechan knows the Stug out. Careful, don't move too close. He knew it was there, so why did he move so close? That was a bit daft. He did get the engine right there with the Panzer Faust. Pack 40 needs to open up. Mark vehicle up. Oh, clever there, clever there. He's trying to see if he can't finish it off. But no, the Pack 40 might get it. Target weak point on the other one. Target weak point. Fires the heat rounds. Heinz. Aktuliber. And this one's actually still functional. Aktuliber. Infantry is suffering heavily from the T-45, firing point blank into the cluster of infantry. Grenadiers suffering heavily. Heinz. Dietrich sacrificing himself to Panzerfaust in the rear, giving more time to Stug. T-35 still not blasted. Turn around. Shoot it. Shoot it. Stug might go down, the other T-35 escapes. CaptainHobvious seems a bit flustered. Veteran G2. There we go, T-35 down. Can the other one escape? Can the other one escape?
Has destroyed one of our vehicles.
Yes! Somehow it escapes out of the laws of the German Lion and makes it to safety. Donniechan, you magnificent bastard. Although CaptainHobvious could have taken it out again for some reason, he was also concerned with the other one, despite the armor just acquired a quick shot with something. But still, impressive nonetheless that he made it out of there. Definitely takes a bit of ball track to try and get it out. Some players were just giving up on it, but not Donniechan, so that's commendable. Panzer's moving to deal with the guards. Nice grenade in the path there. Gets one, leaves the other one certainly a lot less low on manpower and health. And just Hobvious pushing up here, trying to Panzerfaust it. Heroically so, but to no avail. He should probably try and deal with the mortar instead. Ultimately, though, he is in fact forcing this away. Though again, real crew self-repair might have helped to keep it getting up back on with his feet faster. Stuke's still alive though, and with a pistol mount machine gun. Certainly chaos all across the front line, and it's time to pop back here to Hobvious. We're still not chosen doctrine after 20 minutes. That is definitely not okay. That is definitely not recommendable. Or for that matter, defensible. There's no excuse about, waiting to see what your opponent goes at this stage. Unless your opponent's an utter klutz, in which case you should just be taking advantage by leading the way with the doctrine. So right here, I do feel that CaptainHobvious is definitely making a rather large mess of things. Stormcast is engaging the Guardian. The Guardian will be quickly pushed away there. Feeling some might of the Stormcast, which apparently can't hit this time around. Pack once more getting repaired. Again, constant repairs, constant maintenance of the anti-tank guns. Good job there, Obvious. Another Pioneer squad, that would be a nice thing. Then it's quickly pushed away.
We have our reinforcements.
And now getting snipers. Donniechan, you fiend. And clearly saving up for another pair of T-3045s while the other one finally makes it back to base. Battered, bruised the gun, ruined the engine, not looking too good either. And possibly the gunner dead as well. At least wishing he was dead.
Watch for counterattacks.
Generally, of course, the T-3045, generally the T-34s, generally Soviet tanks, were never known for actually being very comfortable to be in. This one in particular, since, well, the turret was basically just not really enclosed like usually where they sort of be a smaller compartment. This was actually one big compartment with the rest of the tank, which actually meant the gunner and the commander all that actually had to stand up with the shells basically spread out all across the inner floor of the T-34, which also had the, of course, fun effect that in fact it took a certain hit. I mean, it also had a very nasty tendency of actually exploding.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Little fun fact there on Soviet design. Stug and Panzer IV advancing. I would have preferred another Sturmgeschütz in this case. Stug usually though should be following after the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV should be leading. That is more proper Sturmgeschütz tactics in support of a Panzer. Sniper though close to death, but still managed to escape the wrath of the Wehrmacht, of the Panzerwaffe. Panzer is here. Veterans is free. Definitely tough bastards. Now they get, well, more accuracy, but also usually what these don't things are actually is the increased range, for example, of bundled grenades like Veterans 2 here increases the range of rifle grenades for the grenadiers. Things like that. And Guardians moving ahead here, straight into the jaws of the Panzer and the Sturmgeschütz. T-34 moving up here, close activation with 2. Guardian here taking a beating, holding up here behind a fence, which is very quickly crumbling away. Under intense fire here from the Sturmgeschütz and the Panzerkampfwagen. Heavy mortar pushed away by a Pioneer. Charge Veteran too good. Might want to deal with this T-35 up here, although going to be very close. He's going to get another one. Target weak point, fires the heat rounds. Yes, yes. There we go, get the Panzer IV up, Target weak, or mark target up. Veteran G2, time to get out of there. That means an increased rate of fire, and also faster moving turret. Sniper and, oh, sniper moving in like that, that's definitely a bit hasty there from Donniechan. Panzers need to pull out. Fresh tanks moving in and managed to get off. Oh, the mine in front of the door actually managed to damage the engine of the Stuke. So close to Veteran 2, but now in a very bad place as a fresh pair of T-34 arrives for the grace of the Rodina. There we go. One shot and it is down. Panzerborn trouble. Just keep moving, keep moving. But there we go. Quick follow-up shot there. Knocks out all of CaptainHobvious' armor. Pack is ready. Veteran 2. Target weak point as always. But no, he doesn't have the munitions for it. He spent it on the Panzerfaust. Brutal armor tactics at play here. Another Panzerfaust there that could definitely give the Pack 40 a chance here, but at the same time, nearby infantry could try and rush it. And looks like he's in fact about to do that. Also currently Donniechan's barely got any territory left. Also still no sign of a Donniechan for Hobvious. Destroyed engine. T-34 veteran 5 moving up. And there we go. Pack crew might go down even as it reaches veteran 3. There we go, dead. Panzers though making swift work of the Guards infantry return. Recruiting the Pack. Donniechan utterly desperate here. Oh god, the veterans defeat conscripts, but he might lose his pioneers here trying to recruit that Pack 40 and deal with that T-3045. Veterans 2, again with increased rate of fire. Do not underestimate that. Though it might soon go down. No, the Pack crew burned to death. And Sin's stuck here. Panzerfaust in the rear. Other T-3045 nearby. Getting close to veteran 3. Sniper gets a grenadier. He needs to get out of there. So much action here. So much bloody tense action. Oh, direct hit by the mortar. Veteran 2, by the way, very close to veteran 3, which will give it a range increase. Absolute madness. The situation is not looking good here for CaptainHobvious. He's just taking a lot of losses, and his opponent still got quite some tank power here. In particular, this veteran 2 T-34 closing on veteran 3 is going to be quite the threat. In particular, if it hits veteran 3, meaning it would fire even faster, in which case it might actually fire about as fast as a Stug, or at least close to that, but on a much more mobile chassis and tougher, and also much more effective against infantry. A Pack arriving though. And he's gone for elite troops. 27 into the game. Again, that is not cool. That is not right. That is not proper. That is not good or anything. But now we see a Tiger is called in again. This is not very good doctrinal usage. This is not something that actually impresses me, by the way. But let's see how this actually goes. Anyways, it's actually time for the mid-game analysis. But right here we can say a Tiger has arrived for the Panzergrenadier Division Brandenburg. However, shall this go, I wonder? He's got some nice veteran infantry. Again, those Panzers are definitely proven to be one tough nut to crack. He could consider actually upgrading some of his troops with the Gewehr 43s, or at least just saving some munitions for example, some stun grenades. Donniechan, on the other hand, has a bit more depleted infantry forces at the moment, which is actually a bit dangerous for him. On the other hand, he's got veteran T-3045s. He's also managed to steal away the Packs, so there might be some chance there of actually stopping the Tiger, although sadly he's not got a lot of mines up anymore. Of course, he also got target weak points, so there are definitely some chance here of quickly whittling down the Tiger ace if Donniechan plays his cards right, or CaptainHobvious plays his Tigers very wrong, which is also possible. It can be a bit of a double-edged sword, to put it mildly. Again, let us see how this Ace of the Reich will handle things for CaptainHobvious, if well at all. Also in terms of damage, there's slightly an obvious advantage here again due to the tanks, of course, the way he sort of brought them back in. Again, that largely reflects likely this veteran 2 T-3045, but also not in terms of kills. So actually pretty close. So I mean, they are isn't that discrepant though. Territory's currently advantage of CaptainHobvious. Donniechan could certainly turn that around, but either way, he needs to sort of focus things around this Tiger. He needs to keep it covered with everything he can, including a Pack 40. He needs to make some sensible movements. Whereas for Donniechan, it's going to be about focusing now, of course, as soon as he learns about it, actually taking it down. He's going to be hurt a bit by the fact he doesn't actually have a lot of mines left that could sort of, you know, disable the engine of the Tiger tank Ace and all, you know, make it a bit easier to knock out. But let's see how this goes. Either way, Donniechan needs to move out and take some ground, of course, get this T-3045 back.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Snipers hanging around, guards on the right flank. T-3045 apparently helping reserve. Both engineer squads now on work. Minesweeper assaults up, about damn time. Though we could easily do with another Pioneer squad, or at least, you know, giving them some troop training and thus getting them up to veterancy free. But the Tiger Ace moves ahead. Going for the fuel point. And looks like CaptainHobvious is going straight for the jugular, straight for the throat. Going for the coup de grace if possible. Sniper in rather severe trouble. It's moving in from several sides, might catch them out there. Pack 40 coming under fire. But just the Tiger. Marked vehicle right now would be a good move for Donniechan, trying to see if he can increase some damage, and there we go. It is on, increasing damage on the Tiger Ace. T-3045 is moving in. Needs to flank it though, T-3045, by the way, can actually withstand more than 2 shots. He's actually pulling back, he's actually ramming, he's going for it. And it actually succeeds, T-3045 managed to disable the main gun and even immobilize the Tiger Ace, leaving it stuck in front here of now a veteran into Pack 40, marked vehicle, T-35 flanking in. This is a terrible situation for CaptainHobvious, who definitely got a bit too overconfident. T-35 here though in dire state, is actually got decrewed and has now been recrewed by CaptainHobvious, but he's got no chance of getting out of there. Pack moving up. He might want to move it up behind the other side of the Tiger Ace, so it becomes a bit harder for the Pack to hit it without, you know, not hitting the Tiger Ace in return. Pack 40 got it there, recruit once more. This is just absolutely terrible. There we go, target weak point. T-3045 going to get knocked out. Over to Donniechan, who's barely got any infantry left. Tiger Ace barely standing. Panzer is charging in to try and save the day. Sniper firing away in support as well. Just absolutely terrible here for CaptainHobvious. And there you go, his Tiger Ace is down. That is definitely terrible. His only chance right now is somehow surviving for 10 minutes. At least a minute's left until he gets his resources back, and that's going to be a challenge because Donniechan currently does not suffer under such an handicap. So can he actually push ahead aggressively enough? And get a note, no resources coming in on CaptainHobvious' bank account. And at the same time, Hobvious is actually playing aggressively, which is very, very risky. He could easily risk one move, and all of a sudden he's got nothing to hold. He's in recruiting a pack, he's taking no chances.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Good grenade there, but ultimately fails to hit. Going for the cutoff point again.
Where do you need us?
Hobvious continuing to push the assault. Pack ready again as well. Contra coming in.
We are ready. Hey, come on!
There we go, Molotov with the Grenadiers. Mortar being used to take points. Actually being pushed back here by the Grenadiers of CaptainHobvious. Not looking good, Obvious, not looking good. Front line is quickly collapsing. Karen Donniechan quickly push it. There we go, getting more infantry.
You need something built?
He needs to grab back some territory though. I mean, if Hobvious succeeding just keeping him off guard and acting in his space. I mean, he's actually going to be able to pull back with a lot of resources all of a sudden very quickly, and that could prove very disastrous. So Donniechan just needs to push ahead aggressively, very aggressively, before his hope is lost.
Soldiers ready.
Mortar crew ready.
Points are being secured. Good job there. And we are seeing here that Hobvious is mounting a counter-attack force. He's not reinforced the panzer gun, despite just having just enough manpower for it. I found that a bit curious. Not sure if you've forgotten about that.
Only 200 points remain. Double your efforts.
Guards infantry at the front. Grenadiers holding off with advance to the right, west flank with the fresh conscripts. We might see a Molotov going off here against the Grenadiers. And there we go. Panzers actually making progress here, cutting down the combat engineers in their prime.
Where do you need us?
Heavy mortar fire proving to be a massive threat to CaptainHobvious' remaining infantry, which is quickly getting depleted now, very quickly, in fact, forced to retreat. He simply can't keep this up with the current amount of resources. But he's still doing it because he knows if he can keep Donniechan as much away from any territory as possible, he can, you know, ensure that Donniechan can't quickly push out things against him as well. And of course ensure there's much more resources quickly flowing into his coffers as soon as he gets his resource income back at all. There's definitely something to contend with there. But now we are seeing that Donniechan is really getting some fire, and I don't think he should be getting a sniper right now. Again, he should be getting more troops that can quickly push ahead. Guards, infantry, penal troops, conscripts, just more infantry. Also, if possible, he should begin mining again.
We will defend it. Army at your service.
The more time he actually gives Hobvious, I mean, there's more chance that Hobvious actually mounts a comeback after having just plummeted himself a bit into the abyss.
We have it. Guards reporting. Capture
Yes,
complete.
comrade. Engineer standing by.
What do you need?
Riflemen ready.
You need something built?
Quiet, quiet. Now really push back. Can Donniechan begin mining again, ensuring it's going to be very difficult for Hobvious to stage a comeback of any kind. There we go, mines up. About bleeding damn time. Looks like he might be saving up for another pair of T-35s. That could definitely prove to be helpful. And these are pretty much the last resources that Hobvious have mustered. Setting up for one last stand until he can get those resources back. Actually taking away the mortar, that's an interesting decision with that right here. A bit reckless, considering how close he is to the enemy. There we go, definitely a waste there. And all hell breaks loose. Sniper moving up. Donniechan quickly perhaps trying to finish this off. Heavy mortar firing eye, veterancy free, by the way. The situation is most assuredly dangerous here for CaptainHobvious. Pads are going to need to master a counter-attack now or never.
We're builders, not killers. Why are they shooting at us?
Grenadiers just close to getting wiped out. They also need to get the devil out there and go forced away. So little here that CaptainHobvious has they can really resist with. Holding on just ever so barely. Guardsmen running straight into the Panzer Grenadiers and just get slaughtered by the dodging infantry. Grenade there causing some serious damage, but ultimately dodged that one as well. Guards infantry squad cut down.
Enemy forces are the enemy. Has 300 points remaining.
Snipers need to get out of there. Come on, Donnie.
Ready for combat.
And there go T-35 surviving. 43 kills here on these Panzer Grenadiers. And the Soviet armor is quickly rolling ahead.
The sector is at risk.
Taking fire!
Panzer is close to getting wiped out.
You need mortar support?
T-34 reporting. We heard you.
But now the resources are back. 10 minutes have passed since the Tiger Ace was called in and slaughtered, sacrificed upon Obvious's altar of war. Panzer need to pull into cover on the other side of things. Heavy mortar firing. He's really hoping to slaughter here some infantry. Back 40 moving in. There we go, getting off a nice hit there. Heavy mortar rounds continue to fire. This is a dangerous situation. These infantry are much too close to each other. Much too close to each other, considering there's eventually 3 mortar firing away. Oh, there we go. Squad wiped out by the looks of it. T-34 looking to escape. Can it escape? Panzer, by the way, needs to move back. Again, barely held together by anything. Making a push here. Mortar forced away, buying him some breathing space back in his base. But again, careful. And Pack 40 sitting up in the predicted path of the other T-34. Bold right there, very bold. Getting up maneuvered, and there you go. As predicted, though, quickly turns out. In fact, due to its veterancy, I mean, it also actually turns the pack faster. But ultimately, it doesn't help if you're pointing in the wrong direction, mate.
About time we were promoted.
Looks like that pack is about to go down. A shame, a shame. And there we go, the sniper finished it off. Other one quickly repaired. No sign of actual vehicle crew self-repairs from Donniechan. Bit of a shame. Damn shame, in fact.
Awaiting command.
Yes.
Quickly pushing ahead once more. Panzer trying to take back some territory. Well done, well done. Pioneers getting sniped at. Can't control you straight into the veteran to defeat Panzer gunners. That is definitely not something you want to happen so easily. And the Panzer gunners are just having a field day with their Sturmgewehrs. Resource being thrown. There we go. Something is on the way. What could it be? A Panzer for a Sturmgeschütz? I hope it's a Sturmgeschütz. I don't think a flak Panzer is on the table at the moment. Not that amount of armor that Donniechan is mustering. Heavy mortar continues to fire away. And there you go. In fact, it is a Sturmgeschütz for CaptainHobvious. The most obvious of Sturmgeschütz. He could consider getting a second one out now as well, or he could, just, use some troop training. I mean, so far he's actually used otherwise nothing of the rest of his doctrine, which I definitely think is not commendable at all as well. Again, I would describe that as poor doctrinal usage.
Yeah. Reinforcements complete.
Pack who is ready?
Standing by. Our opponents are seizing a sector. Stuck here.
Stug arriving once more.
We have a full squad.
Heavy mortar once more unleashing death from afar. Pencil mount machine gun would be an idea.
Shoots in here.
And looks like the Panzer is about to move in and kick some ass. Conscript immediately coming under fire right there. And immediately taking a lot of damage. Might in fact get wiped out here by these elite Panzer Grenadier. There we go, dead. T-34, 85 moving in though. Sniper moving in to support as well. They need to get the devil out. There's Duke coming up to fight covering fire for the retreating Panzer Grenadier. That would definitely be suggestible. Second Sturmgeschütz on the way. T-34 moving ahead now, coming under fire from the Duke and the pack. Heavy damage inflicted right there. Marked vehicle up to Duke needs reverse move. T-35 like to go down. Shot bounced off right there. Damn close, damn close. Still close to going down. Pack 40 needs to turn about. There go the Pack 40's down, but the Stu blew up. Hobvious continues to hang on. Just ever so barely. Grenadiers with a anti-tank rifle get off a Panzer Faust. Pack 40 decrewed, second Stu almost there. Whew.
Is attempting to steal our sector.
And Donniechan pushes it once more, though again, a lack of mines when he probably really could do with it without all the lack of infantry he's having. Combat is just getting wiped out by the Panzer, which continue to slaughter. Stug arriving to deal with the veterans. One T-35 as he tries to escape the grasp of the Reich. Kans gets moving up from the flank, but Captain Stug get the T-35. No, he pulls it back. Moves it back, no pin with the machine gun. Panzers continue to tear a path through the Soviet infantry forces. 56 kills, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 56 kills. That should at least warrant a few Iron Crosses. First class. And looks like Donniechan might be paying for another T-35. I think 2 snipers right now might not be quite what he's looking for. A bit too vulnerable. Those here, they're going into a bit of trouble. And Panzer doing what they can against the pack crew veteran. These 2 are going to be ashamed they get wiped out. Which certainly looks very possible. Over the Panzers moving in. The Stug moving up to support, cover, push back, punish, destroy. In den Namen des Vaterlandes. Ow! Close there to the snipers, but not quite succeeding. Panzers though need to retreat. No! Actually, he's going in. He got one of the snipers again. Veterans Panzer is an absolute nightmare if well handled. If well handled. I've seen a lot of them also just waste Panzers easily. Stug here trying to get that T-35 with C-Mark vehicle up, but the T-35 can't actually respond for whatever reasons. Which actually seems a bit weird. There we go. It is down. Sniper needs to retreat. It's right in front of the Stug. Oh! Definite misclick there, but I jump out. He's more caused by the grief of the T-35 going down. But almost fetching 2 for this Sturmgeschütz. Gets the mortar as well. Sturmgeschütz vengeance delivered upon the enemies of the fatherland, it would seem. That which had plagued the Germans for so long must end it here by this noble Sturmgeschütz. Although, of course, he probably could have avoided that by repairing the heavy mortar. Mr. Donniechan is. But again, now Donniechan is in a perilous situation himself. He's taking heavy loss. I mean, there's been a massive exchange in life on both sides.
Assault gun standing by. Standing by.
64 kills, by the way.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
There might not be much commendable in his doctrinal uses, but clearly he knows how to handle his Panzergrenadiere. Pack recruit. Absolutely no chances taken here by CaptainHobvious. That is good. Always assume your opponent has some sort of nasty trick up his sleeve. And right here, Donniechan's not giving up either. He's also assuming, you know, that your opponent might not be as strong as you actually perceive him to be. Again, he might, you know, be holding on just barely as well. Oh.
Grenadiers here!
And there we go. This umpteenth T-34-85 pair arriving for Donniechan. Just mining away there, though again he probably should have mined around here as well a bit more. Quick pulse away there, of course, also alerting Donniechan to the fact he needs to flank this position. Head-on assault is going to end only in tears. And there we go, nice hit on the Stug. Kills 2 veterans, 2 combat engineers. There we go, you can see in the distance the T-35s are moving up to flank. Though of course there will be infantry that can alert Hobvious of what's going to happen. Pins on my machine gun guns are getting bombarded. 2 packs up, by the way.
Our lines of supply are disrupted. This is now German territory.
Phew. Grenadiers might want to consider getting out of there. There we go. Stug continues to fire away. And there go T-35 moving in. A bit of a dangerous situation. He's actually taking that direction. We are seeing Mark vehicle up once more. Good usage of it overall, I would argue. I just wish good minds. There we go. Veteran T2. Veteran T2. Achtung. T-35 here getting blasted by the packs, but also by the Stug now. There's a few times of that. Turn and shoot, turn and shoot. You've got the range, you've got the range. CaptainHobvious seems to got a bit too scared. Donniechan pulling back his remaining T-35 before he loses that as well. But now there's barely anything left at all for Donniechan. He's down some combat engineers, a conscript, and a T-45. And now getting a flak panzer. Fascinating. Probably to deal with those smart vehicle aircraft moving around above. Pushing towards the enemy. Good job there. Oh, and another mine. Just going to speed this up. Another heavy mortar action. Interesting move there for Donniechan at this stage. Austin flak panzer arriving. Just beating this up.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Bit. There go T-45 versus Veteran T2 Stu. Why is he not targeting that one though? Certainly shots bounce off a bit though, since the Veteran T2 Stu actually does have improved frontal armor, which does make it a bit harder to penetrate.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live. Things are getting hot here. Ostwind is under attack.
Ostwind taking a nasty hit there. And there go target weak point. Stu continuing to fire away with his increased rate of fire. Missing another shot though. Can he get it? Oh, nice hit there on the conscripts. Ending lives of many of them. Anti-tank getting out to penetrate. Looks like there we go. Game over. Donniechan has lost. CaptainHobvious has won despite that terrible maneuver with the Tiger Ace. I mean, normally, if you look at the fact of the doctrine, the way that CaptainHobvious used it, overall, I would not have casted this. I mean, I've pretty much heard a lot of them going through, oh wait, he's actually not using his doctrine pretty much throughout the entire match, then he's only going for the Tiger Ace. Pass, because again, that's rarely anything good. In this case, the reason I casted this is because he actually managed to pull back from this. I mean, that all of a sudden gets interesting. Why did he pull back? How did he pull back? Again, that's the interesting thing. That's actually fun analysing. That's fun figuring out why. Instead of just going, oh, well, this is, not right, this is imbalanced. But again, one could also just ask, well, why? I mean, Donniechan should have had the option here. He should have been winning. He had 10 minutes, practically, with resources versus an opponent with no resources. Again, what went wrong? What went wrong was when he practically lost most of his combat forces. He had been a bit uncautious with some of the units, but overall, I mean, he had the chance, but then, he was, CaptainHobvious actually managed to keep him a bit off guard with the depleted forces. In that regard, had Donniechan been a bit stronger with mining in the later stages of the game, that's all that he fell off. He'd been having a much better tool of actually punishing CaptainHobvious, but that didn't quite happen. Instead, CaptainHobvious was actually given a chance to push ahead and hold in, with rather depleted forces, rather veteran depleted forces. And again, these Panzer gunners, absolute beast, 71 kills. I mean, this is the stuff of Knight's Crosses. These are the guys on the posters. Ladies and gentlemen, these are true heroes of Germany. I mean, again, well handled there, though. Again, I have to commend him. Really good use of his Panzers, good use of, advancing and all that. Some players don't seem to know that. All right use of the packs. Stooks, again, and terrible doctrine use again. Terrible doctrine use. But again, Donniechan had an absolutely wonderful chance, but again, he never quite managed it, He rather had trouble actually gaining ground, and again, when he gained it, he didn't mind it. He didn't prepare again for the fact, there might prepare some resources again for Hobvious, push back. In which case, again, Hobvious would like to have lost. Even then, he could have minded a bit better. And again, I think the second sniper team was perhaps a bit of a mistake at some stages. T-35, was great, but again, sometimes he did seem to be a bit too fond of just charging in without, taking any chance of actually clearing out the packs. In that regard, Donniechan also got a bit increasing desperate, and again, a bit underestimate the power of those Panzerabwehrkanone. That was a bit of a shame as well. I mean, nice infantry usage from him, definitely, but again, also at times he could have been faster to get his tanks back on the field. But again, I really want to slap CaptainHobvious for his doctrine use again. He pretty much only used the Tiger Ace, and that he used poorly. And again, I mean, the only reason I'm casting this is because he actually managed to pull back from that, which again does mean he's got some skills, but again, not good. And again, I really discard a lot of replays, which otherwise just play these behaviours without pulling back because there's nothing really to count for there. I mean, Donniechan made reasonably good use of his doctrine in return. That's good. Though, no use of self-repair. Again, that I felt was missing. He could also have done with a bit more guards, infantry, and again, at times, penal troops or something else might also help, something which quickly allowed him to get back on the ground quicker than he actually did. CaptainHobvious could have been a bit more cautious with the Stooks at times. Sometimes he was a bit reckless, same with the Panzer IVs. But overall, a nice infantry play from both sides, so I mean, that should not be underestimated. But again, ultimately, what rather allowed CaptainHobvious to win the game was the fact, again, he actually played extremely aggressively, but still in a clever manner. He sort of pushed ahead, but only so as much as he could actually have fought, and then he quickly pulled back, reinforced him, and then got back to sort of keep Donniechan off guard. And they actually worked. Donniechan didn't push ahead aggressively enough, and he rather lacked the force to actually sort of properly punish such behaviour. And in that sense, CaptainHobvious rather managed to bluff himself out of the abyss he'd otherwise managed to throw himself into, which does take some skill. So again, that's rather impressive. That's for sure. And I mean, Donniechan handled his first T-35 great, but then again, something wrong, and he never really got beyond that one T-35 of it, which again I think was a bit of a mistake. Again, he should have been a bit better to manage them in that regard as well. That probably would also have seen off much better once the Tiger or Aids was gone as well. But again, he got a bit desperate. He wanted to, quickly move in and get some kills. And again, he ended up in the line of fire of the Pack-40s a bit one time too many. So, hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned a thing or two or three from it. Again, pay attention to what I say. Otherwise, definitely a lot of things to learn. Again, the Panzer gun is how not to use your doctrine, though. Again, CaptainHobvious was a really obvious example of that. But otherwise, how to use your tanks, how not to use them. And mining, I mean, Donniechan really did well with those mines. There was a bit of a problem, again, it only lasted in the early game and then sort of fell off. Trailed off, in fact. So, there you go. Feel free to subscribe, share with your friends, and so on. Feel free to send in replays and call for feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.